Asteroid alert. 1 million asteroids are out there that could hit and strike our Earth. Earth impact, that is. This is what an astronaut is warning us of. We seem to be finding a lot more asteroids and comets, not just asteroids here that we're alerted for. It's also any celestial body. We know that the comet Neowise is passing us right now, was discovered March 17th of this year. That asteroid is a comet, that's a comet inbound that they say will be coming back at us in 6,800 years, and they believe that that was at us last around 4,600 years ago, and it was just discovered a few months ago. We've also had comets, interstellar comets, being discovered by amateur astronauts, the last one being the Borisov interstellar comet that was discovered by an amateur astronaut who built his own telescope in Crimea. He built his own telescope in order to point it towards the sun when the sun was sunset or sunrise close to the horizon. The big telescopes of the International Space Stations cannot dip that low in order to see the sun, so they weren't able to see it coming in. They did, of course, confirm it. And we have bodies, asteroids, and comets being discovered all the time, even by volunteers who examine closely the NASA and other space stations' images. They're asked to help in order to see what's coming in, and they need human eyes to do that because artificial intelligence cannot pick out these differences in the images in order to find out what's out there. So there are more than 1 million asteroids in space that could collide with our Earth at some point. An astronomer has warned, and he's stating now at this time that we have to act. We have to have an Earth protection system. Now, asteroids can pose a risk to our life on Earth, as had happened many times in the past. For example, the dinosaur impact of an asteroid at the Yucatan Peninsula that took place about 66 million years ago. That's when a 10-mile wide space rock collided with our planet, and many other past impact events, about 250 million years ago as well. And we also have the 10-tailed comet that came around, when was that? About 1,486 BC. That was a 10-mile wide comet, and that comet is coming around again in 2024. It's not 10 miles wide anymore, it's 5 miles wide, because other fragments have come off it and made it smaller, and that will be coming at us in 2024. Now, while humanity is more prepared than the ancient beasts were, like mammoths or dinosaurs, there's a lot more still to be done, according to one astronaut. Palio Nespoli is an Italian astronaut with the European Space Agency, ESA, and he's warned there are more than 1 million asteroids that experts know of which could hit Earth at some point. While Nespoli concedes many of these asteroids are small enough not to be considered a threat, some of them would be reminiscent of the dinosaur killer, 10 mile wide. Nespoli tweeted, "Between small and big, there are more than 1 million asteroids out there that could impact our Earth. Right now, we are mostly ignoring the probability of a massive one suddenly appearing, and it's time to act, obviously. We don't have an Earth protection system yet." Now, NASA has made great strides in discovering near-Earth objects that are over 1 kilometer in size, with 90% now accounted for, so they believe. It doesn't mean that they're right. Now, this means that there's still 10% of dangerous asteroids that have not been spotted. Now, while the chances of a major asteroid hitting our Earth are small, NASA believes there's one in 300,000 chance every year that such a space rock could cause regional damage if it impacts us. The devastating prospect is not impossible, and we have scars all over the Earth confirming that. All not only on the Earth, but also on the Moon and Mars. Now, in 2013, a 65-foot or 20-meter meteor exploded over Chelyabinsk in Russia and Siberia. It smashed windows, causing injuries to more than 1,000 people. Experts have not anticipated the incident. They didn't know it was coming in. obviously. And at the same day, they had another one, a fireball over the United States as well. So this leads to fears that the Earth could be surprised by a more devastating asteroid strike in the future. And this is why there are no plans in the pipeline to help Earth from asteroids, Earth protection. NASA is now studying asteroid Bennu, where the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft arrived in 2018. The OSIRIS-REx spacecraft is gathering information and samples of the rock, which is about 1,500 feet in length, 500 meters in length, and it has the goal of bringing that sample back so that scientists can discover and ascertain what kind of material that is. NASA fears the asteroid, which has the potential to wipe out an entire country on Earth, could hit our planet in the next 120 years, with the next close flyby being in 2135. The mission will give vital information on how to deflect asteroids from their collision course with our Earth, but NASA reiterates while there's a small chance Earth could be impacted, over millions of years of all the planets, Bennu is most likely to hit Venus. I hope it's not just wishful thinking. This is by Sean Martin on Express UK. Please leave your comments. Thank you. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.